there. So today we have another custom Colourpop palette. Now this is not technically for Halloween, but being that it's getting to be fall, spooky season is my very favorite. I wanted to make like a fall, maybe spooky themed palette, or two, or three. We'll see how many we get to. These were chosen because I feel like, for one, Colourpop probably could have done better with the color story in this palette. I like all the colors, I just don't feel like it necessarily fits the theme. So this is one that I kind of want to try my hand at redoing. And then this one just feels like a fall palette to me. As you can see, I've actually already taken some shades out for a different palette that I've already made. And then this last one is very orange and very fall to me. It's actually called their Smokin' Hot palette. It's one of the mega palettes, as you can see. And I feel like it's very monochrome. I feel like it could use a little bit of a change up. And it's got some of those, like, they're not pressed glitters anymore, but they are kind of the, like, I call them the scratchy shades. And I mean, they're not terrible. They are eye safe. Here, I'll point it so you can see it, because I should be able to make it work even when it's upside down. So as far as these go, I actually have my box over here to the right. Well, let's see. I did not just turn around to see if that was your left. Either way, doesn't matter. I have my big box of Colourpop palettes ready to harvest. So I think what I'm gonna do with this one first is get rid of the shades that I don't want to use. So like we have this shade called Gold Dipped. It's one of their like new glitters. Burning Up is one of the new glitters. Blazin', I think this is one of the new glitters. No, that one's just a shimmer. It's pretty, so I guess we keep that one. Maybe it's just those two that are a part of the glitter team. So I think what I want to do is see what I have as far as like greens go and purples. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a ton of greens other than like my Mandalorian palette, which I don't know that I really want to take apart. I love this palette. It's one of my very favorite like grungy green palettes. And I'm sorry, this is the child. This is the Mandalorian palette. Either way, love them both. Kind of don't really want to take them apart. So what does that leave us with? Ooh, this Diablo shade, which I don't know if this is correct. As you can see, my Misunderstood palette is literally falling apart. But I think that Swampy Green could be fun. We'll add it as a contender up at the top. And maybe this purple shade too. I do like this. I feel like that could fit in like a fall themed palette. Because for me, when I think about like fall and fall palettes and stuff like that, I think about like kind of subdued colors, like desaturated almost. It's kind of hard to say. Ooh, I feel like there's definitely some that I could harvest here, like some of these purples. But again, let's look for greens. I feel like all I have are some mint greens, but let's see. I mean, they're not terrible. Like maybe an olive green. Again, not terrible, but not quite what I'm looking for. Let's see. We might have to abandon the green train, guys. This is my Sweet Talk palette. As you can see, I actually took out the pressed glitters, making it a pretty orange palette. Let's see. Do I really just not have very many greens? I've got some blues in the Pretty Guardian. Nope. In the... Yeah, this is the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon palette. Yeah. I always forget which one's which, because I have both. Don't get me wrong. I've got both. Yeah, and I feel like the Through My Eyes palette isn't quite it. I think we're gonna have to abandon the green train, guys. That's crazy. But we've got some cool, like, gray tones, so maybe we go with something like that. Let's see. So, I think what I'm gonna do is keep this row of like browns, but I think I'm gonna pull it a little cool toned. Let's see. What do we get? What do we get? Do I have any cool tone browns in here? I think so. I think we might have to take this one. And again, I don't really know where these all came from anymore, because I wasn't super diligent in keeping track of them, so to say. Let's see. Ooh, it's kind of a nice, you can't see it. It's kind of a nice light brown. So maybe we're getting crazy now, guys. Okay. You just went in there. Come out of there. Please. There we go. Some of these, man, they are tough. And then I think what I want to do is with this row, make this our like red. I mean, it's a column, not a row. You can fight me in the comments about that. I feel like we talked about that once. That, like, I feel very strongly about people calling something a quad when it's actually a quint. And I feel strongly about someone saying rows when they mean columns. It's very specific, but I don't know. When you work in Excel in like your day job, which I do have, you do get used to things being in columns and rows. So for me, it makes a difference. So let's see. I'm thinking about what I have as far as reds. Ooh, we'll use some of these. I think like this one could be good. This is gonna be a very matte palette. I think let's, oh, not you. Let's see. If you at home are like yelling along about what I should be using, please put it in the comments. I'm happy to hear your opinions. If you think I did the wrong thing, that I made a mistake, definitely let me know. I'm curious how you would put a fall mega palette together. How different are these? Are these exactly the same? Y'all. I tell ya, Colourpop, they get me sometimes where I'm like, no, this is totally different, and then I get it home and I'm like, this isn't different at all. Yeah, I don't really have like a, it sounds weird to say light red, but you know what I mean. Not pink, light red. I mean, I guess I've got like my Blush Crush palette. So maybe we do like this one. And then let's do this one. Ooh, that's a pretty row. Column, my God. My goodness, my gracious. My columns. If you're listening along, I hope you are. But if you're listening along at home, I want to know what your favorite thing to do in the fall is. Do you have fall like where you live? Or are you one of those places where like you have the same weather all year round? For me, in the fall, like one of my favorite things is just going on a walk and feeling like the like crisp air outside. I think I'm gonna have this be my orange row. Column, my goodness. I think I keep saying it because I'm like standing at an angle, like I'm standing over here. So maybe that's why I can't keep it straight. Or, you know, maybe I'm just unfocused today. You ever have one of those days where you're just like, nah, today ain't it, chief? Ooh, that's not an orange really at all, is it? I mean, let's compare. Okay, I mean, they're cousins, not sisters. And you know what? Sometimes cousins are like sisters. I have a cousin that's like a sister. I love her. Alright, get on out of here. So part of the reason why I do this on camera is so that way if I did ever want to put these back together, I could, but I don't think I will. Like for this one, I think I got this palette as like a gift with purchase. So it was one of those, like I was getting other stuff and this just kind of like came with it. Which, I mean, I'm not mad about. I do love that. When a gift with purchase is actually like something I will use. But I mean, I guess that's a bad example because I'm not actually like using this. I'm harvesting it, which feels creepy to say, but it's not incorrect. See, this is a little easier because like I know what I want to do here. What I should do, and I'm not quite sure, I haven't decided what order these are going to go up in, but I should just sell these custom palettes that I make because I'm never going to use them. That's the saddest part. And like, I know that I'm never going to use them. And yet I still keep them around. There we go. This column is going to be where it's at. I can feel it. Let's see. And you know what? Since I'm going to be harvesting from this one anyway, to make my own, I might as well keep an eye out for shades that I want to take. Let's see. What other things do I like to do in the fall? I really like to like do the whole pumpkin patch thing, like with my family and stuff like that. It's always fun. And ooh, yes. Okay, tell me that's not the best column in this whole palette. You can. I dare you to say it, and you cannot. You simply cannot. So, let's see. I think for this one, oh, scheiße. That was almost crazy town. I think for this one, this is where I want to do like my grays, because I want to have like a column of grays, because I feel like that'll be pretty cool. Pun intended, that it'll be cool to have some grays. Get it? Because like, yeah, they're cool tone. It's a gray. Please laugh at my jokes. They're not good, but please laugh at them. I do also have this bad boy that I'm probably gonna harvest things from, because again, if you know me, and I mean you probably don't, if you know me, I get overwhelmed when I look at these palettes, the large ones, because they're just too big. They freak me out in a way that I cannot really describe. And I really just look at them and just get analysis paralysis, like immediately. I think the other hard thing that I'm going through right now is I have all of these palettes open. And so I'm like, but they're all shiny ones. So they're like reflecting all the light back at me and I can't deal. Ooh. So really all we have left is this column. It's pretty cool though. I'm liking how this is coming along. Okay guys, I'm getting hungry for lunch. What are you guys having for lunch? Are you gonna have, like, okay, let me ask you this, because I found out recently that a lot of my friends like don't have lunch, which is crazy. They just don't. Which, like, what? So I found out that a lot of my friends don't have lunch. Crazy town. Do you eat lunch? That sounds like such a basic question, but do you eat lunch? Do you have like a full-on lunch? Holy diver. Oh my gosh, guys. Ted's a mess. Okay, are these the same color? Seriously. Colourpop. Are you playing us right now? Tell me those aren't the same friggin' color. You simply can't. They're smooth though. Look at these. They are basically the same color. You cannot tell me those are all that different. Crazy town. And then let's do, yeah, we'll do a light gold at the top of that one. Ooh. Y'all, is this the perfect fall palette? Let's see. What do you think? I think we did it. This was very much a, like, gut decision fall palette, but like, y'all, I love this. I simply cannot lie. I am very into this palette. I'll show it to you guys even. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Why is it so hard to show you the whole thing? Yeah, so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna box that one out. Well, not box it up. We're gonna close it up. And then oh my gosh, you guys. I know you can't quite see it all, but I've got like a whole bunch of just loose shadows around. You guys need a home. Although, okay, real, backing up. Should I have done a like mustardy row column? No, I think the orange is good. Yeah, I super love it. Okay, no orange. So let's dig into this guy. And what I'm gonna do is put, oh my freaking goodness. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this over the mirror so that way I'm not like blinding you guys with the mirror. So this one's gonna be a little tricky because for me, I don't know what I can bring in that will make this feel more like the movie to me. Because for me, I don't necessarily have like the Colourpop colors that I want to have to be able to do this. So let's see. I kind of got to think this one out for a second. Because I feel like the colors that don't fit are like this one. So let's take it out. That one. I feel like this one doesn't fit. This one. I feel like we need something more to like punch it up. Like some more white or something. Because yeah, we've got like, you know, the shimmery white, but I feel like there should be like a light blue or something. I do think this green needs to come in. But where? But where? And we'll put it there. And then I do like the idea of adding another green, but I don't really have like an Oogie Boogie kind of green, which is what I would want to add. Or like even a pale blue to like represent like Sally. But I mean, like the closest I have is this one, which I mean, I kind of don't hate. It's this one right here. I don't hate that. So maybe we pull that one. Anything on the Star Wars palette? No. Shame. Although, no, I was gonna say this silver could be good. We'll see. I give it a hard maybe. Yeah, nothing from my Through My Eyes palette. Like, you would think that since I just looked at all these palettes, I would have like better things in mind to grab, but I really do not. I made my own Nightmare Before Christmas palette a long time ago, and I truly loved it. I do think we could do I feel like this ain't it. Okay. Yeah. I'm liking that more. And then I think what I want to do like, why is this? Why is this? Okay, that should be the shade Pumpkin Patch. I'm just saying, it's a bright orange, should be Pumpkin Patch. But like, I feel like the bright colors don't fit. You know what I mean? I don't love it. There's just something about it that's just not right. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna pick this dark red for Sandy Claus. I like that quite a bit. And then I think what I want to do is I'm gonna move some things around. I like this as my Dr. Finkelstein, and then oh my god, you guys, Colourpop just texted me. They're like, hey bestie, you want to buy more eyeshadows? And I'm like, no, I really don't. I have too many. I'm drowning in them. Please, please do not tempt me to buy more. It's fine. Okay. Ooh, so this is kind of what I wanted. Is I kind of want like a deeper, like orangey shade. Cause like these feel very cool toned. Let's see. I like the idea of a deeper blue. Let's see. For Christmas Town, what if we did like a white, but not quite white? I'm sorry, do you have pigment? Are you there? Hello, pigment, it's me. Are you home? It is not. Let's see. Again, I probably should have like recalled what was on here, but no, that's really close to 0. Look at how close those two whites are. Those are really close. So not that one. Anything from the OG Sailor Moon? Guys, I will say that just doing this really makes me want to just watch the movie again. That movie that I've seen 10,000 times. I would like to watch it again, please. Let's see. Maybe we do like one of these shades. Because I think for me, the hang up is like, I really want them to match like the names, but I don't think it's gonna come out that way. I really, really don't. You know? And that's okay. Sometimes it's okay. It is tricky because, you know, the movie is very black and white, pops of color. For a second, I almost just said no spoilers. This movie's like 30 years old. I'm sorry, but if you haven't seen it by now, I don't know that you will. And that's okay. Not everyone has to like everything, is one of my big takeaways of being an adult. Not everyone has to like everything. And again, that's okay. I do feel like I like this for Christmas Town, even though it's not like very impactful. Do I have anything else? I do wish I had like a matte white for 0. And then something else for Christmas Town. Those are the wrong size. Anything in here for Christmas time? I mean, we could do like the minty green for Christmas town. Maybe. But is that gonna feel disjointed with everything else? You know what? I feel like I'm overthinking it. I've already decided on a light color for Christmas town. I think I need to just leave it how it is. So then for what's this? Again, it doesn't have to match up, but I do feel like we need another matte, which I can't believe I'm even saying that. I'm generally not a matte person, but I do feel like we need one. I mean, do we? Do we go all shimmer and just live our best life? It's not all shimmer. It's just a lot of shimmer. I think this shade. Couldn't tell you where it came from originally, but I can tell you that it looks pretty good. Do we like this? This one was harder. This one was harder than I thought it would be. But I think it's because I don't have a ton of shades to work with that I would want to. But I do think that it's a good start, at least. What do you think? Is it good? Please tell me in the comments. Welcome to roast me, if you would like to. I have to put some of these smaller shades away. So let's do it. I'm gonna put my bright pinks in my Ooh La La, even though that is currently filled with a bunch of neutrals. Becca, what were you doing? My name's not Becca, it's something else. Let's see, we'll put them in my purple case. Even though, again, not a lot of purples in here. They just need a home. Okay, did those just snap? No. Some of these plastic cases, they have seen some days. Put something in my coral. I feel like I'm snapping all these shut and I probably shouldn't be. It's probably kind of loud. But here we are. You know? If you know, you know. I have a friend who absolutely hates that saying, because they say that you wouldn't know if you don't know. So how can you say, if you know, you know? I am making an executive decision to get rid of the two sparkly shades that I don't like the feel of. So that way they can never hurt another person's eye ever again. So, now, should we, I'm debating whether or not to put this in multiple parts and then stitch it together. As in, I'm wondering if I should split these up in groups of the palettes that I'm making. So like the sizes, so like the 3 that I've done. Well, 2 that I've done, 3rd that I'm starting. This is the Plush Like Me palette. I guess I'm just going for it. If I cut them, I cut them. If I don't, I don't. I guess it'll just be a long video for all y'all, which I do love. I'm not opposed to a long video. These are kind of fun if you're gonna like grab some popcorn, take a little break. Can you tell that I'm hungry talking about snacks? Anyway, let's pull out what I have in this size of pan. Because honestly, it's not very many. I kind of stopped buying Colourpop, but I do still get it as gifts quite a bit. Which I'm not negging. I'm not opposed to receiving these things as gifts. I do, in fact, love makeup. So it's not unheard of for me to receive makeup as a gift. But like, okay. I think what we need is some contrast in this palette because a lot of it is very either mid-tone or deep. And I want to add some lightness to it. So let's add this one. Whoop. And then, what have we gotten of quartz? Ooh, I think this shade will be really pretty. And then I do think me pulling out a shade and I'm like, where's it gonna go? I do think we should have like a purpley column. And again, I want a gray column. So maybe, can we all just agree that the name Depp is cringe? Oof. Oof. No. This shade was like shattered when I got it, and I should have known that it was going to shatter worse. You know what, let's try. I'm pressing it. Oh no, it's so loose, guys. It's gotta go. Okay, okay. Or no. I don't know if you'll see this part. Let's pull it. We're gonna pull it out with a washcloth to kind of loosen it. Oh my god, or it's just gonna make it 10 million times worse. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The shade, straight to the garbage, straight to jail. I thought I could salvage it. I cannot, guys. I simply can't. It's stuck to my magnet because there's like iron in it. It's stuck to my magnet because of the iron in the shade. Guys, mistakes have been made. Mistakes have been made. Oh no. Oh no. Guys, it's a massacre. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one, I'm gonna have to like clean my magnet. Hold, please. Hold, please. Oh my gosh. Guys, it will not come off. Okay, okay, okay. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. How are you? All of it is stuck to the magnets in the palette too. So it's gonna be a second. Oh my gosh. Guys. What a choice that I just made. Okay. All right. And we're back. It's fine. It's so fine, guys. We're just gonna put this happy little dark gray there. And then this guy. And then, is this a gray? Yeah. We'll put that gray there. No. We'll put that gray down here. And then this gray. Ooh, that's so pretty. See, it's like it never happened. And if it never happened, I need to stop talking about it. So, guys, that was scary. I'm sure you're like thinking to yourself, like, that wasn't that scary. You weren't here, okay? You weren't in the room with me having a panic. I think, okay, this one's gonna be it. I think we've got there, this here, and then we need like another light one. I want to add a shimmer, but do I have any? I've got the Control Alt Glam palette, and admittedly, like, I've only used this palette a handful of times, and it's okay. Yeah, like it's fine. I like the idea of it, but the colors themselves just weren't quite what I was looking for. But let's see. Ooh, instead of Girl Band, which I don't even remember if that's the right shade, let's do that one. Ooh, guys, Crisis Averted, and I kind of love it. Although I'm thinking maybe we swatch these. That's what we do. I'm running out of hand. I think we go with the more purple to kind of add a little bit of pizzazz. This blue would have been good in my Nightmare Before Christmas palette, but it's not gonna fit because they are two different sizes. Okay, so we have made the palettes. Yeah, I think these are good. I, no joke, obliterated a shadow. I didn't use any of these. I think I will remake this one for the holidays because there are some of those like chunky glitters that I don't love in it. But in general, get rid of those. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. How do I want to do this? Anyone else a Critical Role fan? No? Just me? Okay. Cool. Hey, if you're a Critical Role fan and you don't like Campaign 3, I'm really sorry that you hate fun. Although I'm a little behind, so maybe it stops being fun somehow. Okay, so here's palette number 1. This is our Smokin' Hot Mega Palette for fall. I love it. And then next up, we have our Nightmare Before Christmas palette. I do like it. Yeah, after not looking at it for a bit and then looking at it again, I do think we did good. I like this. Nope, let's show you the whole thing. There we go. And then for our Plush Like Me palette, I really love this. This is one that if Colourpop released this palette today, I would be like, ooh, when's that coming to Ulta? And I would get it at Ulta. Because I get most of my Colourpop things at Ulta. If you are an international viewer and you don't know what Ulta is, I'm very sorry. But they are a United States based beauty company, and they have like really good deals and sales. And yeah, here's our 2 smaller palettes. And then our large one. So tell me in the comments, which one of these is your favorite? Which one of these would you buy? Which one would you give to a friend? I love all of them. I don't know that I could pick a favorite, but it's probably the Smokin' Hot palette. So with that, I think that's everything that I have for you today. I hope you're having a great night, day, wherever you are. I'm going to wash my hands and get rid of all of this, but you are truly a treasure for being here. I appreciate you. I think you're fantastic. I hope you have a great day or night or wherever you are, and take care.